there are so many foreign films, their directors, their actors, who are mixing with the audience, people who are roaming about. But our Indian actors, they are not. They only get chance in conversation, and that too on stage. And mostly they don't connect with the audience.
Right.
But there were 2 or 3 in conversations also. I can name them. Mr. Vijay Sethupathi was there. Then Mr. Sunny Deol was there. Then today villains were there. They were very much connected with all of us.
Right. Right.
So, and you have been saying that you love the camera.
Yeah.
What about the audience?
I love the camera because it is my medium to the audience. It is the instrument that connects me with the audience. Having said that, sir, I will say one thing in, I just feel that it's not easy for Indian actors to be out here. I'll tell you why. Because we'll only be taking selfies with people. There would be no conversation. The conversation can at least happen, even if it's one way, can happen like this. But if any of us were to really be amongst the audience, unfortunately today it's only about selfies.
उसमें महिला एक्टर्स का बहुत बड़ा योगदान रहा है समाज सुधार में। तो जब तत्कालीन पुरानी फिल्मों की बात करते हैं, उस सभी भी महिला एक्टर्स ने बहुत सारा संदेश दिया है। वो निसंदेह आज भी दे रही है। ये बड़ा परिवर्तन है जो ग्लैमर को लेकर है। क्या हम अपनी संस्कृति को बचा रहे हैं या हम होड़बाजी में कुछ भी कॉपी करे जा रहे हैं? तो हम संदेश अपने समाज को या देश को क्या दे रहे हैं? मेरा कहने का तात्पर्य सीधा सा है कि कुछ मूवीज़ ऐसी हैं जो महिला प्रधान भी होती हैं, पुरुष प्रधान भी हैं, लेकिन उनकी वेशभूषा जो जिस तरीके से फिल्मांकन है उसका कहीं ना कहीं समाज पे कुछ असर जरूर पड़ता है। तो आप पहले की फिल्में, पहले भी महिला प्रधान फिल्में थी, कुछ फिल्मों में उनके भी संदेश होते थे, बाकायदा वो एक अच्छे कॉस्ट्यूम्स में थी, लेकिन आज बड़ा परिवर्तन हुआ।
मुझे लगता है कि संदेश देने का काम हम लोगों का नहीं है, सिर्फ पॉलिटिशियंस का है। हम यहाँ सिर्फ मनोरंजन करने बैठे हैं, ये मेरा मानना है। अगर मनोरंजन करने के साथ साथ हम आपको किसी भी विषय पर सोचने पर मजबूर करें, अगर आप घर जाके उस विषय के बारे में सोच सकें, तो ये हमारे लिए जीत होगी। पर और हृदय परिवर्तन फिल्मों के द्वारा हो सकता है। समाज परिवर्तन का जो भार है हम उठा नहीं सकते, क्योंकि हम भी आपकी तरह समाज का हिस्सा हैं, एंड आई थिंक इट्स फिल्मों पे ना ये बहुत अच्छा। स्मोकिंग लोग फिल्मों से सीखते हैं, दारू पीना लोग फिल्मों से सीखते हैं, अश्लील चीज़ें करना फिल्मों से सीखते हैं। फिर जो अच्छी अच्छी बातें फिल्में सिखाती हैं, वो लोग क्यों नहीं सीखते?
I've known also the struggles of breaking out, coming to accepting yourself and all of that. What were the challenges that you faced? Like, I mean, I have interviewed Shobana Samar back in the day, and I remember her holding a cigarette in her hand was epoch making. It reached the cover of a magazine I wrote for, Savvy. But over a period of time, there were people who didn't have women's washrooms. I have a cousin who was a locations manager here in Goa, and she used to regale us with tales. Do you recount such challenges that despite which, you rose, and I know you have this philosophy of glass half full. So, I mean, how did that help you overcome and surmount the glass ceiling?
No, I think for me, like I said, it wasn't a conscious decision to break the glass ceiling, or I didn't see the glass ceiling, honestly, in my mind's eye. It was always, I just saw the sky. So, but I will say that, there were, the films, when I came into the industry, there were male hero-led films, right? And there was, I really felt like, oh my God, we had Meena Kumari, Shabana Azmi, Rekha, and I'm not adding a G at the end of it because when we talk about them, we, with due respect, when we talk about them, we take their names. And, Jaya Bhaduri you mentioned, so many of them, Hema Malini, they've all played, Sri Devi, Smita Patil, Tabu, I can keep going on and on and on. They've all played substantial parts in films. So there was this, I was like, but they you know, invariably it was said that every female actor had one or two of those films, or maybe a couple of those films in an entire career spanning, God knows, maybe a decade or whatever. But I would be like, you know, why can't it just be the mainstay? Why can't women just be doing substantial roles of all kinds? Not just serious, intense, but even fun. And I think maybe the world was moving in that direction, therefore I had that desire in me, you know, which is why it all aligned and we moved forward together. But what were the challenges? So I think it was only that I was feeling like, oh, but you know, I'm not doing anything exciting in these kind of films, in the male hero-led films. But the universe responded with great opportunities, so I'm not complaining. And about, you know, not having loose and things like that, I think today the situation is far better.
Different, yeah.
Yeah, far better because we have more women.
Yes.
Yeah, and also, you know, we have the posh committees on every film. Every production house has a responsibility to have a posh committee on every production, and people are carrying that out very
No, I meant it metaphorically.
Okay.
I mean, there was.
Ma'am,
Thank you.
I only have time
Thank
for
you.
one last
Thank
question.
you.
He's been waiting for a long time. Get him a mic.
You played other role of Sharna Devi. So what are the reference of a DFO you had? Because my wife is a DFO that time. Now she's CF in this one, and she worked. We both worked in Satyamara Tiger Reserve, which got best Tiger Reserve country.
Right.
All the preparation we went through, and we should do more of that kind of conservation role. Thank you.
Thank you. You know, people ask me questions about conservation now, and I'm like, listen, I only played a role. I mouth lines that were given to me. I have a little understanding of the subject, but not too much. But I did meet some forest officers in Mumbai, and I also read a couple of books, and those were my references because I didn't have access to too many people, but they were very helpful.
See, this is very interesting that people start to believe you are what you portray on screen.
Yeah.
And that becomes a reference point, you know, forever and ever.
You won't
And-
believe
and-
it, after Mission Mangal, every time there's a mission from ISRO, they ask me for a bite and I'm like, please.
Vidya, may you succeed and thrive, and may our tribe grow.